It is 3 in the morning. The room is completely silent, dark, and still, but inside your head, there is a deafening roar. Your heart beats a little too fast as your brain aggressively replays a socially awkward conversation you had 5 years ago, or maybe it is projecting a catastrophic scenario about your job, your finances, or your relationships 5 months into the future. Your body is resting in a safe environment, but your nervous system is preparing for a war that does not actually exist. You toss, you turn, and you desperately beg your mind to just shut off, but it refuses. It feels like you are trapped in a prison where you are both the inmate and the terrifying warden. This exhausting, invisible torment is what we casually call overthinking, but calling it overthinking is a massive understatement. It is mental self-mutilation. You are forcing your body to endure the biological stress of a tragedy that has not happened and likely never will. You believe that by thinking through every single possible negative outcome, you are preparing yourself, protecting yourself, and maintaining control. But the devastating truth is that overthinking is not a strategy for control. It is the ultimate illusion of control, and it is destroying your ability to actually live. To understand why your brain tortures you like this, you have to look at the primitive wiring of human survival. Your brain is a prediction machine. Its primary job is not to make you happy. Its primary job is to keep you alive. Tens of thousands of years ago, anticipating danger meant the difference between life and death. If you heard a rustle in the bushes and overthought it, imagining a hungry predator, you survived. But in the modern world, the rustle in the bushes is an unread email from your boss, a strange look from a friend, or a slight dip in your bank account. Your brain applies the exact same life or death biological response to minor social and professional uncertainties. It floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline. When you overthink, you are essentially hijacking your own body, making it physically experience the trauma of a worst-case scenario over and over again. You are paying a massive emotional tax on a debt you do not even owe. This agonizing cycle is heavily magnified by a psychological phenomenon known as the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect is the cognitive bias that makes you believe everyone around you is watching you, judging you, and remembering your mistakes. You walk into a room and assume everyone notices that your shirt is slightly wrinkled. You post a piece of content and obsess over the thought that people are secretly laughing at you. You hesitate to start a new career or a new project because you are terrified of what your family, your friends, or even absolute strangers on the internet will think if you fail. Here is the brutal, liberating truth that will instantly change your life: nobody is thinking about you. Every single person on this planet is the main character in their own movie, obsessing over their own insecurities, their own awkward moments, and their own future. They are too busy worrying about how they look to care about how you look. The judgment you fear from the outside world is actually just an echo of your own internal self-criticism. You are projecting your own insecurities onto the silent faces of others. When you allow the fear of imaginary judgment and the obsession with predicting the future to dictate your actions, you fall into analysis paralysis. You research for months. You write endless lists of pros and cons. You ask 10 different people for advice, hoping someone will hand you a magical guarantee of success. But there are no guarantees. The universe is inherently chaotic and unpredictable. No amount of late-night rumination will ever grant you the power to control the future. All overthinking does is steal your energy from the present moment, the only place where you actually have the power to take action. You are sacrificing today's peace to fight tomorrow's imaginary ghosts. Breaking free from the prison of overthinking requires a radical shift in how you respond to uncertainty. You must transition from a mindset of trying to control the outcome to a mindset of trusting your ability to handle whatever the outcome happens to be. You need to replace the toxic question, "What if?" with the empowering statement, "Even if. What if I fail?" Even if I fail, I will learn, adapt, and survive. What if they laugh at me? Even if they laugh, their opinions do not pay my bills or fulfill my purpose. This simple linguistic shift strips the fear of its power. It stops the endless spiral of catastrophic predictions and anchors you firmly back in reality. Furthermore, you must start treating your thoughts like passing clouds rather than absolute truths. Just because you have a thought does not mean you have to engage with it, dissect it, or believe it. Your brain generates thousands of random, bizarre, and anxious thoughts every single day. That is just what brains do. The suffering only begins when you grab onto a negative thought, pull it close, and feed it your attention. The next time you catch yourself spiraling, you must aggressively interrupt the pattern. Use physical grounding techniques. Focus on your breathing, stand up, change your environment, or immediately dive into a demanding physical task. You cannot outthink an overthinking brain. You have to outact it. Action is the ultimate antidote to anxiety. You must accept that life is meant to be lived, not perfectly calculated. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to look foolish sometimes. You are going to face rejection and failure. But the pain of taking a risk and failing is temporary. The pain of sitting in the exact same place year after year, paralyzed by the fear of what might happen, is permanent and soul-crushing. Do not let the illusion of control rob you of your actual life. Drop the heavy armor of constant vigilance. Step into the arena of uncertainty. Let them judge you. Let the future be a mystery. Shift your focus strictly to the next right step in front of you, and reclaim the peace and power that has always belonged to you.